friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the final episode of the Let's Build a House series. This has taken forever, but I finally completed the house and I am so happy with this part. I think this is my favourite part out of all the episodes because today I have made Pookie's bedroom and a playroom. So if you don't remember in the last video, I did say that this house is going to be mine and Pookie's family home. I've just fallen so much in love with it that I don't want to just leave it and never use it again. So me and Pookie are going to move in here. So I've built her bedroom. So I've made the bedroom specifically for Pookie, and then I've also made her a playroom, and they've just turned out so cute. But I'll give you the final cost of this house as well. So the house has come to $278,334. So it is an expensive house, but I also think it's a really beautiful house and it's worth all of the money. But anyway, I'm gonna get into building, and then at the end I'll give you a tour of the brand new rooms. So as you'll see, I started putting the decals into these two rooms already just because I'm using such large decals in them. I didn't want to use the ugly default decals for the whole video, so that is just me showing you them. But then I'm starting out by working on Pookie's bedroom. So I'm painting the floor first of all this linen wood to match the rest of the house. I'm adding a rug here which her bed will go on top of, and now you'll see that this cute little rainbow is actually a headboard for Pookie's bed, which I think is so cute. Now I'm just painting the walls. At first I went for blue all round, but it didn't really work with the height chart being blue as well, so instead I changed these two walls to pink. However, I do eventually change the two pink walls to white, and I'm much happier with how that looks. Now I'm just going to paint all of those decals to match the walls so they all blend in perfectly. And then I'm adding some curtains onto the windows, and I'm just going to paint those white. Okay, so now I'm painting Pookie's bed. I'm going for a pink and kind of greenish colour on the bed. Just really nice pretty pastel colours that I think go really nice with this overall room. And this is where I paint those decals and walls to white. And I think they look a lot better once the room is done. They just work a lot better. I think the pink would have had been too much colour. Yeah, so now I've just painted the little rug to green to kind of match that cushion. And I'm adding some bedside tables next to Pookie's bed. And I'm just going to add a few things on here. So I'm adding a little penguin light. I add some books, which I eventually moved lower down on the little table, and then I added some stuffed animals and stuff onto here. This is me just kind of messing around with what I can do on this wall to make it look a little bit more interesting. I was going to put a shelf on here, but I didn't really like how it worked with that rainbow, so I ended up moving these down and adding a few kind of string lights up at the top. And then I'm just going to paint those. And then I'm moving back onto these little bedside tables. So I'm painting the penguin light first of all, and then I added a unicorn toy in here, but eventually I decided I wanted to try put the unicorn toy on her bed. So I'm just looking for a table that will fit into her bed without being too obvious that it's there, that I can put this unicorn teddy on. First of all, I used this table, but then I realised it was way too low down and the unicorn was kind of drowning in Pookie's bedding, so I changed it to a different table. So the table that I did end up using is this kind of plasticky one here, the wave end table, and I just set the unicorn on there, placed it where the bed is going to go, and I also painted the table to be the same colour as the bedding, just so it all blends in nicely, and now it looks like she has a unicorn toy on her bed, which I think is so cute. I ended up moving the unicorn toy over slightly so that I could also fit a blanket on here as well. I just like adding these little extra details to the beds and stuff. Okay, so now we're going back to the little bedside tables yet again. This time I'm painting the bedside tables. I went for this kind of blue on the bottom and a pink wood on the top. And then I'm just adding a few more details onto here. So this is where I moved the books down a little, and I added a stuffed toy. I think I added an alarm clock as well on the other side. Just things to dress up these little tables. And then I ended up adding this cute little balloon, which I thought goes really nice with this room actually, with the little heart on it. And I just painted it a kind of pink that goes better with this colour scheme. I ended up turning this little lamp off, so that was me just repainting it so it could be a different colour because it was just a little bit too bright. Now I'm actually following Amberry's tutorial on how to make a doll's house, so I'm not really going to explain what I'm doing. I'm going to link Amber's video down in the description below. I used all of her decals for this and also followed her tutorial and made this adorable little doll's house for Pookie to play with, but you can watch along and see how I did it. But for a much better tutorial, you might as well go watch Amber's because she does like a slowed down kind of talk through on how to make this cute little doll's house. I've been wanting to use this doll's house for ages, ever since I saw Amber do it, so I finally got opportunity to do it in Pookie's new bedroom, and I know she's absolutely going to love how it looks. Now I decided to go for a yellow for my doll's house, so this is me just painting all of those boxes yellow, so I end up with a beautiful yellow doll's houses. I'm gonna just kind of let the video do the rest of the talking because you might as well go watch Amber's video if you want to learn how to do this. I was super sneaky here and I just kind of copied the shelf that I could do lower down to make this super easier. So that's pretty much the bottom part of the doll's house. Now I just need to do the roof. This was a little bit tricky to get right, but I was pretty happy with how it looked in the end once I kind of moved stuff around a bit. So I did add a couple of boxes behind here just to kind of fill in the gap so you could see through the picture frames. As you can see, I've now come out of build mode and I've put the decals in on this. All of these are Amber's decals. So like I said, her video will be linked down below. She has all of those decals in the description of her video so you can go and use those. But now I'm just painting the roof. I realised I didn't really like how the roof looks, so this is now me kind of messing around with it to get it to look right. So I did add this little shelf at the top to kind of fill in the gap. As you can see, I was having a little bit of a struggle to get this roof to sit right. I do eventually end up moving the picture frames outward a little bit and it ended up looking so much better in the end, but for now we're just watching me struggle my way through doing this bit. this is me just finally moving that roof out a little bit. And then I use the boxes once again to kind of fill in these gaps. And then I just put the shelves back in, and it now fit a lot better and really smoothed out the top of the doll's house. I was trying to put some boxes on top just to kind of get it as perfect as I could, but I couldn't get it any better than just using the shelves, so I stuck with that in the end. So that is the doll's house complete. Now I'm just putting a little rug in front of it, and I'm going to put a few toys out here as well. At first I used this little kind of actual like floor mat, but I didn't really like how it looked, so I swapped it for the garden tile thing that's like the same size. Because like when I put this car on it now, it just kind of sinks into it, which I didn't like, so that's when I swapped to this tile, which I think looks so much better. And now I'm just going to scatter a few toys around near the doll's house. Next I'm adding a little dresser in over here because I figured she's going to need somewhere to store her clothes, so we're just adding a cute little dresser in here. And then I remembered I took that skirting board out earlier, so I'm just putting that back in. I just went with white and pink for the dresser because I thought it matched the colour scheme of the room perfectly, and then add some books on top of here. And a little piggy bank for her to store her money in, and then I'm just painting the books to like more pastel-y colours to go with this colour scheme. Originally I did put a ceiling light in here, but it was just way too bright with that, so in the end I actually got rid of the ceiling light and used smaller lamps to kind of work with the lighting. I did try to add some hanging lights over here, but with the decal from the height chart it didn't really work, so I left those out, and I actually ended up using this really cute lava lamp, which I don't think I've ever used before, and I absolutely love it, so I'm going to be using this lava lamp way more from now on. Okay, so next I'm trying to work out how to fill out this room a little bit more because it is looking slightly empty in spaces. So I'm starting by moving those little kind of bedside tables out slightly because they weren't kind of central as I wanted them to be. And then I'm coming over here and just trying to see what I could do on this side. It took me a little while to work out where to put things, but I do end up putting a bookshelf in this little gap here in between the curtains, which I actually really love how this looks in this spot. And I just filled this with books and toys and any fun things you'd find in a little girl's bedroom. So that is the bookshelf complete. Now I'm actually coming over here. I'm just moving the unicorn up, and I'm actually going to put a desk under here, and then I'm moving the unicorn back down to look as if it's standing on the desk. Then I'm just painting this white to match the room, and I'm adding a little stool on here, and this can be where Pookie can colour and do drawings and stuff, do her homework when she needs to. So I'm just going to fill the desk with lots of kind of stationery, so a few more books. I'm going to put some pots of pens and some paper on here. And then after this, Pookie's bedroom is pretty much complete, and I think this might be like my dream bedroom. Like, I'd love to have this bedroom if I was a little girl. Oh, I did just add a couple more unicorn decals just to fill that space out because it looked a little bit blank, But then we are pretty much done with that room and we are moving on to the playroom. So this is the playroom. As you can see, I did this huge space themed decal. It's not going to be a completely space themed playroom, but I just wanted to have a big picture on the wall just to kind of make it look like fun and kid friendly. And then I'm just painting the walls this blue colour scheme. So I went with blue and black. The black pretty much matches perfectly with that decal, so I love how it looks, and I added some of these stars to the wall. I did actually end up getting rid of the stars on this wall because I want to try do something I saw my friend Frenchrxses do recently, and she built these like beautiful like shelves herself, and they look so amazing. I want to try give it a go myself, and I thought this would be the perfect room for it because we can fill them with toys and like stationery and just anything cute and kid friendly. So this is me just making those shelves that she did. It's basically make it by using the pillars, these oak shelves, and then the TV stands. I can't remember what kind of TV stands they are yet, what the name for them is, but you'll see them in just a moment. I'm adding them just now. So it's just these rustic TV stands, so I'm putting those at the bottom, and this, once it's painted all white together, looks so beautiful. Once I saw it in one of her Instagram posts, I was like, I need to try that. It was so pretty. So this is just me painting all of those. And like, how nice does this shelf look? I think it's stunning. So now I'm just going to fill it with books and toys and everything I said before. I actually decided to paint the wall blue instead. I didn't like the black behind it, so I went with the blue that I'd used on the other two walls. And then I'm just adding some of the toys that I used in Pookie's room on here. So I've pretty much filled the shelves with as much stuff as I could think of. Anything that I thought was like kid related, I've put on these shelves. And then one thing I really wanted to add to this room for Pookie is I really wanted to add like her own space for her like baby dolls, so like her toy babies where she can like look after them. So I'm going to try and make her like a little crib that she can use in here. So this is what I'm doing at the moment. Now I didn't want to use a full-size bed for a crib because I didn't want it to take up the whole room, so I'm just trying to make one out of these little tables down here and using the boxes to kind of like be a little edge around the bed. So this is just like an attempt to make a toy crib. It's not the best toy crib ever, but I think once you look at it you can tell what it is, so I do quite like how it turns out. So then I'm just painting all of these white. And I used some of these blankets to be kind of the bedding in the crib. It took me a little bit of adjusting to get this to look how I wanted to. I was originally going to use boxes as well to be like the pillow, but it just did not work because they blend so much into the other boxes. So in the end I just do use these little blankets. So what I did is I actually used one blanket for the pillow and then two for the actual bedding for the baby. And then I'm moving on to this little area here, which will be like a baby changer after I've added some curtains. Obviously, I forgot that bit. But this is going to be a baby changer for her, so I'm just painting those white to match everything else. I'm adding a little picture frame above that we can put a pretty little picture in there, and a little shelf that we can put some like baby supplies on. So I'm using these oil bottles to actually be baby bottles, which I think looks so realistic once you actually paint it. It does actually look like a bottle. So this is just me painting them now, and I went for like a kind of pinky like top to be like where they drink out of, and then like white milk inside. And like, how much does that actually look like a baby's bottle? Now I'm just adding a few kind of like products and stuff onto here. And then I'm using boxes to be like the changing mat. And I'm just going to paint those yellow. I ended up making them like a yellow stripe, which I think looked quite nice. And then I added a little lava lamp in here as well for a little bit extra light. Okay, so next I wanted to add like a toy kitchen for Pookie. At first I did start building it over here, but then I really wanted to look like an actual toy kitchen, because when I like Google toy kitchens, they're kind of all kind of stuck together. I don't really know how to explain it, but if you ever seen a toy kitchen or if you had one when you were little, it didn't look like a real kitchen. It wasn't set out like a real kitchen, like this corner bit here. It was like one piece, and you had like the oven like stuck to the sink and stuff, and it was like a little thing. So I wanted to make this look like as realistic to like a toy kitchen as I could. So this is what I'm trying to do at the moment. So I ended up actually putting these back to back to look like a double-sided toy kitchen. And then I use these little kind of shelves inside to be some like storage for the toy kind of appliances and whatnot, whatever I wanted to use. And then I'm just putting those counters back in there. And I painted all of these a really pretty blue colour. I wanted them to look like very plasticky and fake. This does not want to look like a real kitchen. So I went for like bright blue for the counters. And I even painted the oven to have like bright blue hobs as well. Now I'm just going to fill these with like toy versions of like real kitchen items. So I'm adding a sponge and soap onto here, which I always add to my real kitchen, so why not add them to my fake ones as well. I also added some plastic kind of utensils. And of course some wooden spoons to go with them. Plus I use these little kind of bowl things to be like the kind of toy, what's the word, crockery, I don't know what you call it. But I had some like toy plates and stuff, just anything you'd like eat with. And then I just painted them all like cute bright pastel colours for them to look kind of plasticky and fake. So now I'm just coming onto this side, and I decided to turn this side into like a little table area. So I added 2 chairs, so this is where you can sit and eat your toy food that you've prepared. I'll have a little tea party. I added a little easel into this corner, which will be like a little painting area for Pookie. And then I'm trying to work out what to do with this like space where you come into the room. I'm not really sure what to put in there. I did add a couple of little rugs under the cooker and sink, but I really didn't know what else to put in this room, so this is just me kind of looking around the room and trying to think what else I can put in here. So at first I tried to do like a little desk area, which would be like an arts and craft area, but I just felt like it'd be just kind of boring to add that. So then I just added a little stool to the easel over here so that Pookie had somewhere to sit while she was painting. And then I'm back to kind of trying to decide what to do with that entrance corner. So another idea I had to do was like a little kind of doctor's office area. So I was looking for like this bed thing, which would be like for the patients to sit on, but I didn't really like how this idea was turning out, so I do eventually scrap this one as well. In the end, I just decided to make a cute little kind of play makeup area for Pookie, so she can sit here and she'll have some toy makeup, some toy hair accessories like a fake hairdryer, fake hair straighteners, and she can sit and play. I did also add a little dressing up rack into this corner here where she can go and like find outfits to wear. But this is just me making that little kind of vanity area for Pookie now. So I made like a double one just to kind of fill up space, but I also thought it'd be quite cute for her to have a friend over and they can both sit and do their makeup together. Now I'm just adding a bunch of accessories onto the tables. Just like hair dryers, hairbrush, hair straighteners, makeup. It even added this cute little rose for decoration. That is basically everything finished now. I did just add a lava lamp onto here, but that is basically the whole room done. I absolutely love how this room has turned out. I think I do add a little rug just under that door just to fill that spacing because I felt like it looked a little bit empty and awkward, but then I'm just super happy with this playroom. This would be like my dream playroom if I was a little girl. So this is just me showing you the finished rooms. So that is the house complete. I'm going to head upstairs now and show you guys the brand new rooms in person. I am absolutely in love with how these rooms have turned out. I think you guys are going to like them just as much as I do. But let's head straight up the stairs and we will come to Pookie's room, which is right here at the top of the stairs waiting for us. And let's head inside because this is my favourite kids bedroom I have ever made. Like how pretty and like cute and rainbow does this room look. I absolutely love it, and with Amber's decals here as well, they look super pretty. They just all go so perfectly together. So this is the room and I just love it. I think Pookie is going to absolutely love this. I can't wait to show her it. But as you can see, we have like the rainbow headboard here, which is like my favourite part of this whole room. We have these little unicorns which go all the way around the walls, and then a huge one here which Pookie will absolutely love. Over here we have a height chart which is a little bit exaggerated because I think if I stand by this chart I'm going to be like super short. I'm like 110 centimeters, like not even that, so I'm definitely taller than that in real life and probably on Bloxburg as well. But I think it looks really cute. You get height charts a lot in little kids' rooms, so I really want to add one. We have the doll's house here, which is Amberry's design. Like I said earlier, Her video is going to be linked in the description down below, so you can go check out Amber's video on how to make this adorable doll's house. And then we just have some more cute little unicorn decals, and I just absolutely love this room. And like I say, I think Pookie is just going to love it as much as I do. And then the next room that I added is Pookie's playroom, which I love just as much. It's just the cutest little thing ever. So this is Pookie's playroom. In here she has a little area here where she can do her makeup. Oh, I never painted that rose. I should probably paint that a different colour, but we'll leave it for now. Once me and Pookie move in, I can change it. This little area here is actually a toy kitchen. If you didn't watch the speed build, you probably missed me saying that I really want to make like a little kitchen that looked like a toy kitchen. So this is what I came up with for Pookie's little toy kitchen, and I think it looks really cute and realistic for like an actual toy. She's got all like the utensils and stuff that she'd need for cooking. She's even got a toy sponge and soap for her little toy sink. I just think it's really cute. And then on this side we have like a little area for her babies, so like her toy babies, she's got like a little crib for them here, and then she's got a changer on here with like a baby's bottle, some like products and stuff for the babies. I just think this is so cute. She's going to love this whole design. Over here is a design I saw done by Frenchrxses. She did these shelves in a recent build and I loved how they looked, so I tried to use them in here as well. So this is her idea. I'll link her video that I think she used them in down below. I think she used them in her latest video, I'm not sure. Once that video is up, if it's not up, I will link it. But these are the beautiful shelves that I saw her do and I love. And then we just have a little kind of area here for Pookie to do her paintings and stuff. But that is the finished Let's Build a House series. This is a one child bedroom house, so you can either change the guest room to a kid's bedroom or change the playroom to a kid's bedroom if you do want to have more than one kid's bedroom. But thank you guys for being so patient with me for making this series. I am absolutely in love with how the house has turned out. Please do let me know what you think of the house down below in the comments. As always guys, please do like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. Comment down below with any future video ideas, and a huge thank you for watching. Bye guys. Mwah.